Dance at the 2025 Four Continent continued to more or less follow the what was it, Chris, the commentator whom I love. I feel like Chris should be the commentator for all figure skating. He's the British commentator. And I really love his commentating. And he kept saying, for the ice dance, and this person has gone to the allowed spots. And I feel like that's what ice dance has become, is that everyone is going into their allotted spots. There's not much, well, there's never been a lot of mobility in ice dance. You basically know more or less where everyone is going to be from the get-go. There might be a swap of a place here or place there, but more or less you pretty much know what's gonna happen. So there weren't that many surprises for me here. So just going over the top 10. So in 10th place, we had Zion Zichi and He and Lagho He. I want to compliment the Chinese dance program because China has always been really strong in pairs, and every now and then they had a strong woman and a strong man. But ice dance is a relatively new, discipline that China is taking on. And I'm so happy that they've decided to take it on from the basic foundation up. Now, this pair is incredibly young. She's 17 and he's 17. So this is like a pair that literally could do like a good 20 years in skating, and they'll only be 37, which is mind blowing, but at the same time completely feasible. I really do like that they are teaching this pair, and they're also with IM, so they're gonna have that political push. But I really do like the fact that this pair is being taught solid fundamental skating. I really like their short program, Hit the Road Jack. I think it's really fun. I'm not a huge fan of their Romeo and Juliet. I don't dislike it, but it just doesn't speak to me. But I do feel like this young pair has so much potential. They match each other really well. They have nice edges. They have good speed. I think like in 4 years from now, this could be a young pair for us to be watching out for. In ninth place, we had Alicia Fabry and Paul Ayer. Of course, this was definitely a team that we all thought was going to be in the top six. Unfortunately, Paul had like one of the weirdest falls in rhythm dance that I've seen this season. And we've seen a lot of falls this season, both in the rhythm dance and the free dance. They sort of like went to turn a corner and he kind of went a little too far back. It seems like on his blades, and he sort of just went down and got dragged around a little, which was unfortunate. And so that sort of like dropped them down to like 10th place, and they just didn't have, you know, the capability to pull themselves all the way back up. I think this is a very powerful pair. They have really strong, powerful, deep, deep edges that generates a lot of power in ice coverage. I don't like either of their programs this season. To be fair to them, their rhythm dance is not bad. Most of the rhythm dance this season I truly did not like, but I'm not really a huge fan of their free dance either. The It's a man's world and you don't own me. The concept just didn't really hit for me. So for me, where I'm gonna place this pair next season is going to be based on the kind of material that they are given. Because honestly speaking, this pair does have good skating skills. They have good power. They have good ice coverage. But I just wasn't enamored by either of their program. I was completely enamored by Utana Yoshida and Masaya Morita. I really like their rhythm dance. It's fun, it's catchy, it's light. They also gave us a Romeo and Juliet. I actually prefer this version of the Romeo and Juliet. It was Romeo and Juliet with a lot of passion, a lot of drama, but it was very subdued. I really, really like this team. Again, that basic Japanese skating skills that I yapped about over and over again. The edges. When they make a turn, watch the way their edges just kind of cut into the ice. Their lean is so beautiful. They have so much speed and power and ice coverage. Everything looks light and effortless. Of course, this is going to be one of those pairs that have to wait their turn, but again, this is another pair that I could definitely see rising up the rank, doing not this Olympic cycle, but definitely for the next Olympic cycle. I'm interested and I'm looking forward to seeing it. And then in seventh place, we had Holly Harris and Jason Chen. This team has done so well this season. I'm so happy for them. So happy for them. Especially in their free dance. They gave everything they could. It was beautiful. They look beautiful. They're a stunning pair on the ice, but they were one of those pairs that always made a little mistake here, a little mistake there. And so it was really good to see them do two clean performances here. Really enjoyed them. And then, of course, my babies, Hannah Lynn and Ye Kwan in the top 6. Really like their rhythm dance. I think this is her third outfit change. She had the orange dress, then she had the one-piece pants, and now she has this brown dress. I love the one-piece pants thing. I hope she goes back to that for Worlds. Love this free dance. When the Cruella de Vil free dance came out at the beginning of the year, it had like mixed reviews. People were like, it's a little gimmicky, not really quite sure. And I was like, no, Ye is gonna eat, like Lim and Ye are gonna eat this program and leave no crumb. And that is exactly what they did. This program gave us so much face. This program gave us so much character. This program gave us so much connection. This is a pair that looks like they love skating. They love skating with each other. They love performing. Hannah is giving you everything. Everything and then some. And I am here for it. I'm enjoying every second of it. And then in fifth place was Amelia Zingras and Vladimir Kolesnik. They again finished fourth at U.S. Nationals. I feel for them. Oh my God, it's like always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Again, you guys know I adore this pair. I think they look beautiful on the ice. I think Vladimir is one of the best male pairs of his generation. I think Amelia has so much to give to ice dance. She is growing by leaps and bounds. And I do like both of their programs. I think they have a decent rhythm dance, and I do really enjoy that free program. I don't know what Igor needs to do to get the judges on his side, because right now the judges do not seem to be on his side. But then again, it's very hard to get the judges on your side when IM is a judge collecting machine. It is very, very difficult. So unfortunately, this is where we are. In fourth place, just off the podium, was Christina Carrera and Anthony Podomarenko. Again, I don't hate that rhythm dance. I don't love it. It was a decent rhythm dance. The Carmen, they changed their spice latte mocha pumpkin color scheme that I was not a fan of for Carmen. I just don't think fall colors suit Carmen. I don't think pumpkin pie colors is appropriate for a Carmen. They changed the outfit. You guys know I'm shallow, so I'm immediately like, yes, plus GOE. Again, this was another young pair that I've watched since they were in junior. They've grown so much, literally, in terms of their art. I don't necessarily think that Christina and Anthony are 5 points ahead of Amelia and Vladimir, or 7 points ahead of Hannah and Ye. I don't think there is that huge of a difference in terms of skating skills, in terms of ice coverage, in terms of presentation, in terms of edge between those three teams. But the judges seem to think there is. They were a lot closer in the rhythm dance. But the judges seem to think there is. So, it is what it is. I do think Christina and Anthony have made a lot of progress. They are growing, and again, I'm open to see what this next generation is going to bring us. And then on the podium in third place was Marjorie Lajoie and Zachary Laga, my Lala couples. Um, Zachary changed out of his Austin Power, the bohemian mid English manner shirt into a more relaxed 70s outfit, and now he has a beard, and they were asking him about the beard, and he was like, sometimes you gotta kill the boy for the man to live. And I was like, oh baby, no, with your cute little baby face. They had a really good rhythm dance here. Unfortunately, Marjorie fell out of her twizzles, which you could tell she was devastated, and because of that, it sort of like deflated the performance a little. But then again, I say this in like every discipline. I think it's perfectly okay and natural for skaters to have ups and downs in their season. What I want to see happen is that they had this moment, they had this mistake, they're not going to go back, they're going to recalibrate, they're going to come back at Worlds, and they're going to give us two fabulous performances, because I really do think that Sound of Silence free dance could be a moment. We could have a moment if they were clean, if they hit everything. This could definitely be a moment, and I'm really looking forward to that. And silver medal position, and quite surprising for me, was Madison Chock and Evan Bates. So I have been saying all season that I'm not a huge fan of their rhythm dance. I don't think the Brazilian music cut was necessary. I get the concept, dancing through the three decades. I get the concept, but I didn't enjoy the execution. They cut down the music cuts, but I still felt like they should have cut it down some more. There should have been one song from the 50s, one song from the 60s, one song from the 70s. There should have been three songs, and that should have been it. So and I have said all season I have said, out of the supposed top three team, the Italians, the Canadians, and the Americans, I preferred the Canadians rhythm dance the most. So to see, Madison and Evan lose in the rhythm dance, to me made perfect sense. It might not have made perfect sense to others, but to me it made perfect sense. Now we get to their free dance, which I absolutely love. That squeak easy type of New York jazz. I dig it. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but for me, I dig it. And the thing is that I love about this free dance is because it suits the skating style of Madison and Evan so well. They have this fluid, this musical type of style, this laid back type of style to them. And this music, they are able to create a picture with this music with just beautiful positions that Madison holds. I also love the fact that they took Evans out of that cheap $1.50 suit that they had him in, that I just didn't understand. He looked like a stressed out employee who was running away from his work, and to a squeak easy. Maybe that's what they were going for. But I like the change in costume for Evan. I feel like it suits the whole theme much better. Madison is flawlessly beautiful. I love this free dance for them. And again, as I've mentioned, out of the three free dance, out of the top three team, theirs is my favorite free dance. And they did win the free dance here. Not by much, but they did win it. But I see where the judges went with this. Now, overall winners here was Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier. Love their rhythm dance. Love the outfit they chose, because I don't like the scuba diving one. Love the outfit they chose here. They were clean, they were precise, they were on point. It was fun, it was entertaining. And then, of course, their free dance, it's definitely conceptual. It's definitely very open, very flowy. It doesn't have the subtext that Madison and Evans program have, the complexity in terms of the layout, but it does serve a purpose to their storytelling in their own more open, fluid ways. So again, I can see where the judges were going. Now, of course, Twitter has its theories, and the theory is that Piper and Paul were given full continent because the judges already know they're going to give whirls to chalk and bait with it being at home. It's a theory, and given how corrupt the ISU is and has been over the years, I can't jump and say, no, 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 this is wrong, it's not going to happen. We don't know. We're going to have to wait and see what happens at Worlds. What I do hope, once again, is that all of these ice dance teams come prepared and they fully deliver. And what I would like to see is for the judges to actually judge the skating that is taking place on the ice. Forget about what is happening in the political sphere, forget about like reputation, forget about seniority, and just fairly judge based on the skating. Now, as for my spotlight on the ice dance, it is going to have to be Hannah Len and Ye Kwan. This was a home ice situation which can either make you and break you, and they came out, especially in that free program, and they ate every moment. That finishing position where Ye has Hannah legs in between his legs, and then she extends her legs all the way back. I was like, yes. I personally even love that opening lift where she just kind of like yicks on top of his shoulder and does that sitting position, and he turns. I love this program. I love this performance from them. I was so happy to do them do so well. So definitely they're my spotlight for the ice dance. But you guys let me know in the comments, what did you guys think of the ice dance?